IKAPE and Feepie released their WDT Rotary tools at a similar time, competing with a well-known tool from another leading manufacturer of espresso accessories. In this video, I'll be reviewing the IKAPE WDT tool V3 and the Feepie Wood Charm series Cyclone WDT. Both tools have their pros and cons, but is one directly superior? Both the IKAPE and the Feepie have a similar design, with a wooden accent on the top, which was exactly what I was looking for, as my entire coffee corner relies on black accessories with wooden finishes. The IKAPE is noticeably heavier overall than the Feepie, which I consider a plus due to its more secure grip. However, this doesn't affect the tool's functionality. In terms of build quality, I think both are good, though there are some differences. The Feepie tool is made entirely of metal. The IKAPE, on the other hand, is also made mostly of metal, although the needle holder is made of matte plastic, which I don't quite understand. I think metal would be better, partly because it's easier to clean. After a while, particles stick more easily to plastic. Both tools have built-in magnetic dosing funnels, although this differs slightly. The IKAPE tool has single magnets in the dosing funnel, while the tool itself on the bottom is fully magnetic and has no additional round magnets. This, in my opinion, allows the dosing funnel to grip the tool better, eliminating any gaps between the dosing funnel and the WDT tool. The Feepie tool has magnets in both the tool and the dosing funnel. Unfortunately, some of the magnets are misaligned, causing slight gaps between the dosing funnel and the tool. The tool itself is also sometimes less stable when placed on a portafilter. However, this is not a significant drawback. In this case, the IKAPE's design is better. If you're watching this video here, you're probably interested. Maybe now's a good time to subscribe to my channel and like this video? It helps me continue making videos. Thank you. Let's get back to the topic. The mechanism and needle arrangement are the biggest differences between these tools. The IKAPE tool uses a more reliable mechanism, in my opinion. It's very smooth and stable, preventing excessive dispensing speed, which is a plus. The Feepie has a similar mechanism, which is also smooth but rotates faster. The other difference is that the IKAPE tool stops rotating almost immediately after you stop pressing, while the Feepie tool takes a bit longer. With the Feepie tool, you need to be a bit more careful with your pressing speed. Pressing too quickly can create a depression in the center of the puck. The needle layout in the IKAPE tool is very similar to the IKAPE's previous tools, called the Scientific Planetary Layout. It consists of 9 needles, compared to 10 needles in previous IKAPE tools. Feepie tool has a different layout, consisting of 14 needles. The manufacturer calls it the Cyclone layout. I believe this layout allows for more precise breakup clumps and overall better particle distribution. The IKAPE tool comes with replaceable needles, which is very useful as these are prone to damage if used incorrectly. I did bend one, so that's worth noting. Unfortunately, Feepie does not provide replacement needles in the kit. In both tools, you can adjust the height to the basket you're using, and the adjustment process is almost the same, although the designs are slightly different. In both the IKAPE and Feepie tools, you unscrew the top nut and then adjust the height of the needle section to fit your basket. However, the IKAPE has a better design, providing greater stability when adjusted thanks to the additional positioning nuts. Sometimes, the top nut on the Feepie tool would loosen itself during normal use, requiring you to press it down very firmly. This didn't happen with the IKAPE tool. When adjusting the height, be careful not to damage the needles by touching the basket surface. You can check this by gently pressing the upper handle until you hear the characteristic rubbing of the needles against the basket. This is a sign that the distance needs to be increased. With the Feepie tool, if you adjust the needle holder too high, the round metal elements will catch on the entire construction, making it difficult to return to the previous height. Both IKAPE and Feepie offer special bases for these tools. The IKAPE base is silicone and doesn't include any cleaning brushes. It also gets dirty very easily due to its material. In my opinion, it's awful and I don't use it at all. The Feepie base is excellent. It's made of metal, has a rubber base, and has cleaning brushes inside. This base has a great design and, interestingly, is fully compatible with the IKAPE tool. You can buy it separately. Let's see how these tools perform in practice. For this video, I prepared 2 standard espresso shots with an 18-gram dose and a 1:2 ratio. For the first, I used the IKAPE tool, and for the second, the Feepie tool. In my opinion, the IKAPE tool is more stable in terms of its mechanism. For several months, I believe this tool performed better than Feepie in terms of distribution. I think I was a little wrong after all. The mechanism doesn't create much rotation inside the puck, which may result in particles not being fully distributed. This is also due to the smaller number of needles. The Feepie tool creates more rotation inside the puck and has a denser needle arrangement, causing visible rotation of grounds and breaking up of clumps inside the puck. Ultimately, I found this tool to work slightly better for its intended purpose, although you do need to be careful with how hard you press the top handle. Pressing too quickly will cause a depression in the center of the puck. Sometimes you may notice that the edges of the puck may not be completely distributed, but it depends on how fast you press the tool. In this test, the IKAPE tool shows slight channeling, but this could be due to other variables. Based on my experience, the IKAPE tool sometimes struggles with even distribution and extraction, but generally performs well. The Feepie tool shows slightly more even extraction, which is due to the more even distribution observed earlier. I've run many tests and noticed that the Feepie performs slightly better here, thanks to its needle layout. I think both shots are very similar, although the one I made with Feepie WDT tool seemed more balanced. I also don't have a refractometer, so this is only a suggestion. In summary, both tools are well designed and each has its pros and cons. The IKAPE seems more solid, with the exception of the plastic needle holder. In my opinion, the Feepie performs better in distribution and has a great base. Are any of these tools significantly better? I wouldn't say so. I'm currently using the Feepie due to my experience with distribution. The Feepie base is excellent, which, at a slightly lower price than the IKAPE tool, makes it seem more cost-effective. Thanks for watching this video. I hope I helped you choose the right WDT tool. Do you have any experience with this type of rotary WDT tools? Write about it in the comments. See you in the next videos.